Bird gang. This your boy Hyphen. You're now tuning to Hyphen Eagles back at it again. Almost did not be able to go live. It's act like they didn't want to come on, But we back, y'all. Another talk, another Eagles talk. There's been a lot going on, a lot dealing with different analysts, different people that just had their opinions on the Philadelphia Eagles and on the players. Like it's nothing new. Like we used to it. That's how it is. But first before I start, I'd like to thanks and appreciate everybody that's been following, liking, subscribing to the channel, been commenting their opinions on how they feel. Much appreciated to everybody that have been supporting. Like definitely support the other channel that we got. The link is in the bio. So yes, man, definitely support the channel. Yeah, man, just come and bug out with us. But I'm not gonna wrap you up too long. Just want to get into it real quick. What that's been going on and a lot a lot of talk that been going around. And first, I'm gonna just start with the Philadelphia Eagles in whole in general. A lot of people still hating, still not believing that we're an elite team in this conference and in the NFL in general. I know how things used to be, but we could compete with any team out there. Any team out there. You can't just say, okay, when you play us, you can't just say, oh, it's a definitely win when you play us. When you play us, you gotta bring when you play the Eagles, you gotta bring your A game. And I don't care what anybody that's out there that's gonna want to hate, that's want to they want to hate and they want to speak bad on the Eagles and they don't want to be like no matter what it is. Like if you're an NFL, if you're a fan of the NFL in general, sometimes you can't be delusional. You gotta be real. Like, there's a lot of times, like, how it is between the Eagles and the Cowboys, between the division and all that. You know how it is, but it's a lot of times that I had to be real and not delusional. I had to be like, like, nah, like they got it. Depends on the players and everything. Like I said before, when we had Carson Wentz and Dak was on the Cowboys, Dak's been on the Cowboys since for a minute. But when we had Carson Wentz, and Carson Wentz that year, that first 2017, he was phenomenal that year. MVP and everything. He was doing his. But you could debate it. You could feel disagree, but this is how I felt, and that's what I'm saying. There's no bias. There's nothing. I'm a fan of NFL, and I'm gonna speak when it's real and when not. Like, and I kind of felt like that kind of edge him when it comes to a quarterback, because I saw it a lot that I didn't see in Carr. Even though he did phenomenal that 2017, I kind of gave back his flowers over Wentz, because of I saw like Dak didn't play scared at that time. Like, he played like he would go in and he would play hungry and like, he didn't scared to take hits. He didn't, and that's what I edged Dak over Wentz with in that year. Like, and I gave him, even when I was an Eagles fan, I was like, no, I kind of think Dak is better than Carson Wentz just because of that aspect. I feel like they both passed the same, both had the interceptions and decision problems and all that. But I kind of edged him over him like that year. Why? Because, I just think Carson Wentz was in a good position. But he did his thing. He was the reason why, one of the big reasons why we won, don't get me wrong. But I saw something in him that made me edge that over him that year. So, and I speak on it how it is no matter what. Because NFL, I'm a fan of NFL. Like, I don't just, okay, yes, it's my team. I'm going to have my team back. But like, how me and my bro, we out here, we talk. We if a player on our team ain't doing nothing, we gonna speak about it. yo, yeah, he ain't doing shit. He ain't doing nothing. Like, ain't nothing happening with this guy. You know, we was all up. We was hard on Bradbury that year. Like, Bradbury was trash. You know, us fans is going to keep it real, whatever, because it's why sugarcoat? Why lie? Like, you know, we gonna have your back as long as you do what you gotta do. Like, that's how I feel. Like, you know, so I must like if my like we had a down year. I even split when we wasn't when after the Carson Wentz season when we won the Super Bowl. After that, when we lost players and we missed the playoffs, we was horrible. Like, you know, we wasn't that team. Like, and you had to speak on it. I had to speak on it. We couldn't compete. We wasn't ready to compete. You know, so this no bias when I speak. This is real talk how I feel. It's a lot of hate that's going on for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's a lot. Like, they're not trying to give us the flowers. We are an elite team now. Regardless if you want to disagree with it or not, you want to throw up different bullcrap reasons why you want to disagree with us because you want to make it seem like we're not elite and you want to hate on us and whatever. Like, oh, we not competing. We not like, come on, how many we went to the Super Bowl in 3 years? 1-1. What team is doing that? What team? I mean, we beating teams like last season. We was beating teams comfortably. Don't act like when you play the Eagles that you won't have to be worried. Like, don't act like when you play the Eagles that you don't gotta bring your A game. Like, don't act like when you have to play us like it's gonna be like oh can't work. Like, we ain't nothing. Like, nothing to be worried about. Like, stop all that hate and be real and stop being delusional. Like, we are an elite team now. Like, and we that team. Why? Because we got players. We got dogs on the team. And when you speak about these players, when you talk about these players that's on the Eagles team, like, you better understand. You better understand who you're talking about. Like, don't be talking out your mouth just to be talking about your mouth. These be like, I don't understand. Like I said in another video, the contradiction part of this is wild when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, 1 minute y'all say these players is not elite because they on a stacked team. Jalen Hurts is not elite. Why? Because he on a stacked team. A.J. Brown is not one of the best wide receivers. Why? Because he on a stacked team. Devontae Smith ain't one of the second or best wide receiver. Why? Because he on stacked. Dallas Goedert is not a elite, one of the best tight end because he on a stacked team. Y'all say all these players is not on the Philadelphia Eagles, not a good player and not one of the best players because they on a stacked team. If that's the case, if they on a stacked team, one, then don't that mean the Philadelphia Eagles is an elite team? Then two, if they on a stacked team, you gotta have elite players that's gonna be on a stacked team. So if you say all the players is not elite because they on a stacked team, then who's elite? You say everybody on the Philadelphia is not one of the best because they on a stacked team. Then who is? Then how we elite? How? And then if the team is stacked, then don't you think we got elite players on it? Then which one is it? Is we an elite stacked team or is we not? Because the contradiction is really real when it comes to Philadelphia Eagles, and that's how you know it's hate. They want to say anything to not give the Eagles their flowers. One thing is another. Like, come on, like. Jalen Hurts on a stacked team because he's not elite. Well, you just said A.J. Brown is not elite. He's not one of the best receivers. You just said Dallas Goedert is not one of the best tight ends. You saying all we got is Saquon Barkley. That's about you. That's all you saying. But then when you talk about these players, like I don't understand how people be hating and what they be talking about when they talk about they don't want to be real. Is you a true NFL fan or you just fan for your team? Like, you just watch NFL just for your team and then that's it. Like, you don't got the love and the passion to the realness of NFL to be a fan. Don't get me wrong. You supposed to have your team back no matter what. But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean be delusional. Like, at a certain point, you gotta be real. Certain point, you gotta speak facts and truth. Like, come on, like, we're a top dog team. Stop playing with it. Stop playing with the Eagles. Like, and then now they ranking Jalen Hurts number 9. Like, they rank him number 9. First, they wasn't even trying to get him on the top 10 quarterback. Now that he's number 9, like, you got Jaden most of them got Jaden Daniels over him, got Herbert over him, Goff, all these quarterbacks that hardly even they couldn't even make it to the Super Bowl or even yet win it. They can't even, I said it backwards. They couldn't even win the Super Bowl, even make it to it. Like, you got all these quarterbacks. Like, I already say, listen, if you want to argue Mahomes, cool. You want to argue Josh Allen, cool. You want to argue Lamar Jackson, cool. Even if you want to argue Joe Burrow, cool. But not to put that man in 5 at least. I just feel like it's disrespectful. They want to throw up all these things about Jalen Hurts. Oh, he on the team. He on a stacked team. Like I just said, the contradiction is real. But let's just say, okay, he on a stacked team. Oh, he ain't asked to do what all these other quarterbacks did. If you put Jalen Hurts on another team, it will look different. All these what ifs, all this what they think would be. If you put him on another team, it will be different. First of all, how you know? How you know those coaches might work way more better around him? How you know that they maybe it's so hard for Josh Allen and them other quarterbacks is because they don't know what to do. Maybe Jalen Hurts know. Oh, they don't have a system. They don't have enough. How you know? You just all these narrow. Why? Because he's supposed to have a stacked team, which we don't know because it's one thing or another. Like, and he on the team. I'm gonna speak. Let me say this. I'm gonna speak on what I feel. Yeah, we do got dogs on our team. So contradiction ain't real. Just say what you want to say. We have dogs on our team. We do. And if you want to say we stacked, we are. Especially on the offense side. Because we got wide receivers that know how to ball out, like AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. We got a dynamic running back now, Saquon Barkley. We got a phenomenal offensive line that know how to block. We do. You're right. That's what make us elite team. You're right. We do got a stacked team. On these young guys on the defense, they balling, they doing their thing. So we do. But at the end of the day, no matter what, you still need a quarterback to play that position, right? Because you want to, let's put this in the situation. You want to say, oh, what Jalen Hurts would do if he, and they want to put, they did say this. They did. Let me correct. There was a talk. They say putting these other quarterbacks on the Eagles team, like putting Josh Allen on the Eagles, it will be this. It will be they'll be dogging. Putting Mahomes on the Eagles team, they'll be doing their thing. They keep saying putting these other quarterbacks on the Eagles team, they will ball out. Why you feel like that? Why? Because they got passing yardage. Why? Because you see them got all these stats, but they don't understand. They don't understand this. This is what a lot of analysts don't get when I don't understand when they talk. They might have all these passing yardage, all these good stats. Because if they have all these good stats, they mean they are doing something well with their team. They are doing something good. If you're making it to a playoff with a good record, what's the problem? I mean, if something is right, something is going well, something's going good. Like I can see, only person I can understand a little bit, I could get because he lost a lot of players on the team and whatever. I mean, it's a little talk that it's still a little conversation about that. But it's Patrick Mahomes on the Chief. But he still got a dynamic coach in Andy Reid that know how to play call and know how to control the game. So but you want to say that he been working with nobodies and people. He had a season where his receivers just dropping the ball crazy. That's the only one. You can have a talk about that. But the Bills got players. The Bills also got a good line too. And they had a running back that start forgetting his name that came in and doing his thing. They had wide receivers. You had dogs on the wide receiver side. You just got Mari Cooper. He's a good wide receiver. Maybe they didn't know how to utilize him. We didn't really see see him in play that much, but maybe they don't know how to utilize. Maybe because the Eagles know how to utilize their players, they didn't know how to utilize them. Maybe that's what that was. Diggs is a good wide receiver. Good wide receiver. What's going on? What's going on with him? The Bills. Josh Allen had players on his team and still can't win it. He still can't get it. Why? Because he choked. Why? Because he don't have that moments like Jalen Hurts had. Lamar Jackson had good receivers. Got Derrick Henry, good running back. So many years he had that. Still can't win it. Joe Burrow is the only one you might get debate with him or just slightly, but he still got two dynamic wide receivers. He lost his running back. So I don't really remember who the running back now on the Bengals, but he had damn. Put in the comment, I forget. He's a known running back that just came from the that was on the Bengals. You put in the comment, but he had for a good enough time. He went to the Super Bowl. Have players. Only thing I could say that Joe Burrow that don't have, and I could give him the understandable is a line. They be all over him. I get it. If he don't have the pass protection, whatever. So I get it. But y'all they think they're gonna do something well just by being on the Eagles because of whatever. No. They choke. They don't got when they get into the big game, they don't seal that moment. Oh, Jalen Hurts don't got the stats. He don't got all that like these other guys. He's not asked to have that. That's not the game plan for the Eagles. We don't need him to pass it like that. When he already showed when he could pass, he will pass. But they don't need to pass. Why pass it? Saquon Barkley carried the Eagles to the Super Bowl. What? So you telling me you need to see a lot of games when he was passing it? A lot of times that we had to pass that ball and it took him to take over. A lot of drives. If it wasn't for Jalen Hurts, the drives would have never made it to touchdowns. They don't watch it. They just looking at stats and don't watch the game in a whole. This is what people do. Oh, Jalen Hurts, his passing, his stats ain't like these other quarterbacks. His stats ain't this. Of course, his stats ain't gonna be like that because they're not looking for his stats to be. It's not the game plan for the Eagles. They're not looking for him to pass all the time. They have a plan that works. He's not gonna have those passes. He don't even care to. He's not even complaining. He don't even have nothing to prove to nobody. We had a good running game, good running blockers. We have that. Why go away from that? Why not be a balanced team? We could run and we could pass. While trying to prove something for our quarterback, to prove that have all these stats but can't win no game, no rings. He already showed when he could pass, but they don't need that for every game. They forget, they don't watch the games. They don't see how much of a baller Jalen Hurts is. It's a lot of drives. Go back and watch every game, full tape. Don't watch highlights. Watch full tape. And watch that because of Jalen Hurts, a lot of drives stayed alive. If it wasn't for Jalen Hurts, a lot of those touchdowns we had wouldn't never happen. It's a lot of times we got to the red zone and we scored because of Jalen Hurts. But they don't want to look at that. Oh, because he don't got stats. Forget stats. Watch this guy play. I always say, okay, it probably a lot of times you can't say if Jalen Hurts is the reason why we won, but I guarantee you, we will not say he's the reason why we lose. It's probably since he been in the season, it's probably 1 or 2 games you probably could say that. Oh yeah, Jalen Hurts, he slipped up. Why he threw that interception? Dang. But I guarantee you, mostly when you watch this guy play, he's not the reason why we won, he's not the reason why we lose. And that's what you need in a quarterback, a leader. To lead, a point guard, to lead his team. Come on, you can't be an elite quarterback for that. You can't be a best quarterback for that. You got guys that don't even know how to lead a good team that come in. Oh, he's not. Come on, man. It's a lot of this guy be out there balling. It's a lot of drives. If it wasn't for Jalen Hurts, them drives would have been stalled. We would have never got a touchdown. We would have never won a game. It's a lot of those games and drives that people overlook. Oh, his reads. It's a lot of reason why we got a lot of plays off because he read it right. People don't see when he audible. They don't see when he call out on plays. They don't see none of it. They don't watch the games. These guys just want to talk and talk. They talk over stats. They don't see. They don't watch. Is he out there reading? Is he out there doing do you watch? He calls audible. He switch plays a lot. But what quarterback is going to do every play and every drive? They're going to audible. They're going to switch. Sometimes you got to rely and trust your coordinator because he's the one's calling the plays. And if your coordinator ain't doing right, then it's going to stall out. You can't blame that on a quarterback all the time. No, that people need to understand how the sport works. They don't watch these games, but they want to have. They don't watch the game of the Eagles, but they want to talk. They want to speak on it. Don't speak on what you know. Stats don't always mean everything. In a lot of areas it does, but in some areas it does not mean everything. It does not define every single thing. Because if that's the case, then it means then why Dak be having all these good, Dak Prescott be having all these good stats. All these good stats. But then he'll choke when it comes to the playoffs. And it don't be because of the team. Oh, because it made me no. He choked. He be the reason why they lose. Not because of the team. They be there, have a good season, make it to the playoff, and then lose because of him. Not because of the team. Because something stupid and because he choked. He's not on his game plan. They rely on him. He can't take the team on his back and win it. He can't make it to the championship and make it to the Super Bowl. But they want to talk. They want to talk everything about Jalen Hurts though. Why? Because of stats. They want to speak on that a lot because of stats. They don't watch the game and see how he plays. They don't understand when his name needs to be called. when they need to game plan his name to be called. King X-Man said they hate on Hurts. Hurt is one because he's black, two, it's Philadelphia. Yeah, and I agree. They when it comes to a lot of these black mobile quarterbacks, a lot of hate be coming. Like a lot of hate start. It's been going on for years since what's my man Randall Cunningham, since Randall Cunningham and then Michael Vick, like all these black mobile quarterbacks that was coming away. It's been a lot of hate on them because of it. And it's crazy. His stats alone puts him top 3 right now. That's what I'm saying. But they want to compare a lot of his past. Some of his stats. They don't want to like. I like that you brought that up because a lot of his stats do be on par with a lot of these quarterbacks and be better than a lot of these quarterbacks. But they want to, what's the word? Focus on the stats that he's underneath them with. Oh, all these other quarterbacks got passing yardage. All right, but he got all these other stats, though. He might not got passing yardage than them, but what about all these other stats he has? What about all the other stats of a quarterback? It's not, when it comes to a quarterback, it's not only about passing yardage. What about his rating, his passing rating? What about that? What about all his other stats? Or they want to keep talking about passing yardage. He don't have passing yardage because he don't need to have it. He on a team that he don't need to have it. He did that already. You saw his pass. He had those passes. Why would you think he was in an MVP candidate before he got injured? How you think that? He had his passing yardage up there. Even the year when we choked in the Super Bowl. I mean the Super Bowl. We choked in the playoff. His passing yardage was up there. Like, he could get his passing yards up there if he want. But why? Why mess up the game plan? Why mess up the identity? This is what I think they want. They want to force the Eagles to mess up their identity. So, the quarterback ain't this. The quarterback don't got passing yardage. The quarterback in this and that. Like, that's what they want to say. This is what they want to do when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles. He already done that, and they don't need to. They find a better game plan. Balanced game plan. We got a running game, good blockers. Why not utilize that and work around? That's your pieces. As a coach, don't you supposed to utilize your team? Don't you? That's the art of the game. That's the art of the sport. It's to utilize your team and not give in to what people think and want you to do to be a coach. I give my props to Nick Sirianni and Howie and these other coaches to not listening to these voices, these people, to stick with their identity and their game plan. They kind of almost lost the season prior when we had Brian Johnson. Looked like they were trying to go away and create a different game plan, and that's why we looked horrible. But I'm glad they went back. I'm glad they figured it out. Listen, he could pass. He could get those passing yardage, but this is not our team. And they found our identity. Like, his pass, he don't need to. Why? Why it takes a quarterback to have passing yardage up there to be the only reason why they could be elite? Why? Why they can't have other aspects that will make them elite? Why it just got to be passing yardage? I don't get that. That don't make no sense to me. But it's this narrow, it's these things that always go on when it comes to hate. When they don't want to give a player their flowers. They want to compare. Shannon Sharps want to talk about Reigns. He don't think Reigns should have defined a quarterback, these quarterbacks, to be elite. Reigns don't mean that. And I kind of get a little bit what he's trying to talk, what he's saying. I kind of get it. Because he said Nick Foles got a ring, but is he better than Dan Marino? I get what he's trying to come with. But at the end of the day, it's not about him getting the ring. It's about how he got the ring. And people don't understand, okay, he might not got his rings because of passing yardage, but he got his ring because being playing that position well, and a lot of these quarterbacks can't. He got stats, other good stats that they don't want to mention. They don't want to mention when he dog out, when his name being called, he answered. They don't want to mention when it takes a moment. And I keep saying this, and I'm before I leave, I'm gonna keep saying it. Why? Because I got to. Because it's facts. It's repeat. Like, so I'm gonna keep saying it just for people that didn't hear me when I said it before on my other pod. When it comes to a quarterback, people want to talk about when Jalen Hurts when it comes to him on a game plan and with Saquon Barkley and all this leading his team into a Super Bowl and it's not like, first of all, if it wasn't for Jalen Hurts to be a quarterback he is, I guarantee you Saquon Barkley was not look. It takes a lot when you got a quarterback that knows how to run, when you got a quarterback that knows how to game plan. It's more than that. When you got blockers, don't just say Saquon Barkley. It's the team. He got on a team that allowed him to do his thing. So that's, before I say anything, I just wanted to speak on that for a minute. Like, I get what Shannon Sharp was trying to say. But at the end of the day, and I said this before, when it comes to moments, and I don't understand, because he's the one that said this too last season. He even said this. When it comes to moments, this guy seals it. And I'm gonna compare like I did before. When that Bills game when last year, when he had to march down the field and win it, he had one drive. Patrick Mahomes did it. Patrick Mahomes scored. When he played the Bills that game, he scored. He went down the field, he marched down the field, and he scored. I feel like that was like, okay, I scored. Let me see you do it, Josh. Let me see you. You got one drive to go. That's all you have. If you don't score and make a touchdown this drive, that's game. You lose. And what did Josh Allen do? Choke. One drive. He had to march down the field one drive to win it. Time and time again, every time it takes that in the playoffs. Every time the playoffs come and it takes these quarterbacks that y'all put over Jalen Hurts, when it takes them to have one drive, one moment to seal the game, why do they always come up short? Why? Why can they never get that chip off their shoulders and win it and get to the Super Bowl? That what makes Jalen Hurts different from them other ones. Only quarterback I can put over him that consistently does that, like I said before, is Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is the only quarterback when you need one drive to seal the game. That's all you get. He's the only quarterback you see that does it consistently, besides Jalen Hurts. I feel like if that was Jalen Hurts that game, the Eagles would have won it. If Patrick Mahomes would have marched down the field and scored and told Jalen Hurts, okay, you got one drive. If you don't score, you lose. If you score, then you win. I guarantee you we would have won that game. I guarantee you we would have won that game. Because he proved it so many times. When you take you one drive to win it, he proved that he could do it. That first Super Bowl when we played the Chiefs, everybody wanted to see the Eagles to give a chance to march down the field in one drive to win. Everybody wanted to see if Jalen Hurts could have did it. And a lot of people feel like he would have did that. That first Super Bowl game he played against the Chiefs, A lot of people feel like if Jalen Hurts had a chance, we probably would have won that game. Because when it takes one drive, when it takes one drive, win or lose, one drive. Come on, who do you trust when it takes one drive to win it all? Only person I could put up right there with Jalen Hurts is Patrick Mahomes. I don't trust Josh Allen when it takes one drive to win it. If you don't take a touchdown on this one drive, you lose. I don't trust Josh Allen more than Jalen Hurts. I don't trust Lamar Jackson more than Jalen Hurts. And I don't trust Joe Burrow more than Jalen Hurts when it takes one drive. When it talk about sealing the moment, taking control. I don't trust none of them quarterbacks over Jalen Hurts when it comes to that. You might argue Patrick Mahomes. Why? Because he consistently have done it in the playoffs. Not talking about no regular season. I'm talking about the playoffs. So, yo, like, to not put this guy in top 5 is really disrespectful. Like, to have him in 9. Like, these other quarterbacks, okay, you don't got passing yards, but these other quarterbacks ain't doing what this guy's doing. Oh, he on the team. Oh, he on the team. Like, forget, but at the end of the day, he on the team. You don't see how he control. You don't see what he does on the team. You still need a quarterback. Because there's a lot of quarterbacks that's on good teams. But had good players, but didn't know what to do with them. Nothing. A lot of them quarterbacks is still in the league now. Still in the league now. They put Matthew Stafford over him. Oh, and he got a Super Bowl. But then Matthew Stafford had a good team. Good team when he won the Super Bowl. But they don't want to, they still talk about him. They want to talk about, when he won that Super Bowl, he had a good team himself. Cooper Kupp, good running back. He even had my guy, OBJ. Like, he had players when he won the Super Bowl, but they don't want to talk about Matthew Stafford on that. They don't want to talk about a lot of these quarterbacks that they was on phenomenal teams that didn't even do nothing with it. But they want to get his props. They think, when a quarterback could be a slum quarterback on a good team and still look good. No, you still got to play that position right. You still got to play that. You still got to be a leader. You still got to have moments. You still got to ball out. I don't care if you want a stacked team. You still got to be a quarterback. But they don't want to see that. They don't want to see what he's doing on the team. They don't want to give his props because controlling the team right like a quarterback's supposed to. They just want to hate. They just want to throw up narratives. They want to continue the narratives, continue to hate, continue the goalposts. They want to continue to push back. They want to continue this because they just don't want to. It's gonna take him to slam it on the table. Slam it on the table. It's gonna take him like, bam, here you go. It's gonna take them a lot for them to just like, you know what? We don't got no choice. I guess we gotta give him his flowers. Like, really? Why is it taking this much to give this guy his flowers? What more do a quarterback gotta do? Damn, a quarterback gotta be. You telling me a quarterback gotta go to a horrible team to get props? We're not faulting him for being on a good team. We were on the Eagles. We're not trying to fault him for that. But then you are. You is. That's basically what you're doing. Because if you're not trying to fault him for him, then you will give him his props. It's common sense. You fought him for being on a good team, and that's why you don't want to put him up. Like, damn, he got to go to, what you expect him to get traded and go to a horrible team? Come on now, be for real. Be for real. People talk about, okay, Tom Brady wasn't nothing. Tom Brady wasn't nothing. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Tom Brady is the best because not only Tom Brady did it on the Patriots, he went to the Buccaneers and he did it. But at the end of the day, the Buccaneers, don't act like the Buccaneers didn't have players. Come on, the Buccaneers got players on that team. Like, They had players on that team. Yes, they wasn't doing nothing, and all they needed was a quarterback. You're right. Because like I said, you got quarterbacks that be on good teams and don't know what to do with them. Tom Brady went to a good team, Buccaneers, and still did another good job. It ain't like Tom Brady went to a bad team and did a phenomenal job. No, the Buccaneers was good. They just didn't have a quarterback. All it took them was a good quarterback, because Tom Brady is a good quarterback. But what I'm saying, don't act like a lot of these good quarterbacks is just going to a bad team and proving. At the end of the day, they still have a team. It might not be how it's supposed to be, but they still got a team. Even Patrick Mahomes, okay, Patrick Mahomes lost some players and all that, but he still got a phenomenal good coach in Andy Reid, and he got some players that's coming in that's doing good. That's doing phenomenal. I mean, I can understand about the pass protection because, yeah, that could get better. But at the end of the day, overall, he's still on a team. He's still in a good position with a coach in a good, with a Hall of Famer tight end. Like, he's still in a good position. A lot of these quarterbacks is still with a good position, and they had players. They might not have players like they have now, but a lot of them have players. But I'm not even debating Jalen Hurts is better than Patrick Mahomes. Maybe, okay, Patrick Mahomes, he lost a lot of players, and all he got is Andy Reid and Travis Kelce, which he ain't even doing that well lately. But, like, okay, I'm not even arguing. You can say that, but it's not debate about you. I'm not even arguing Jalen Hurts is better than Patrick Mahomes. It's these other quarterbacks for Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow. Oh, they not on teams. On these teams, he ain't asked to do what they doing. They stop acting like they on bad teams. Stop acting like the Ravens is a bad team. Stop acting like the Bills is a bad team. Maybe the Bengals, but the Bengals still got some good players on there. They probably need an offensive line. I get it. So, besides Patrick Mahomes, the other three quarterbacks they put over Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow. Out of those three, only person I can say that on an iffy type of team is Joe Burrow. Because the Bengals do need a little bit more piece, especially with the pass protection and everything. They still got a phenomenal wide receiver. Chase one of the best wide receivers. He got a good wide receiver. Got a running back that's coming in doing his thing. His pass protection could be better. The defense could be better. So I get it. One that I might say, on the Lord, we got to see. But stop acting like the Ravens is a bad team. Stop acting like the Bills is a bad team. Stop acting like that. Because come on, like, let's be for real. These guys ain't doing nothing. They not winning with good teams. The Ravens is a good team, and they got Derrick Henry. He's not winning with a good team. Josh Allen got a good team. The Bills have good defense, good pass protection, got good wide receivers. Stop acting like this is a bad wide receiver. Amari Cooper is a bad wide receiver, and that other game is a bad wide receiver. These are good wide receivers they got on the team. Got a good running back that coming in doing his thing. Stop acting like Josh Allen is not on a good team. They are on a good team and still ain't doing nothing. But you want to keep comparing Jalen Hurts? Oh, he on the stat. He on a good, yeah, he right. He on a good team, but he's doing what he's supposed to do on a good team, and that's why we win it. Like, come on, man, stop with this contradiction. Stop with this hate. Like, yo, the Philadelphia Eagles is that team. We are an elite team. You want to hate what you want to hate. You don't want to give it the flowers like you're supposed to. It is what it is, but it's not going to stop us being that dog and being that team. Because when you play us, don't act like you don't have to bring your A game. Don't act like it's all automatically dub for you. If the Ravens play the Eagles, if you want to act like that, then you delusional. Don't act like when the Ravens played the Eagles, well, that's a win. Don't act like when the Bills play the Eagles, that's a win. Why? Because we beat y'all. The Bills, we beat y'all. Chief, we beat y'all. Yeah, don't act like we don't beat these teams like comfortable. So when you play the Eagles, don't act like it's an automatic win. Why you can't act like that? Because we are an elite team just like you. We are a dog team in the NFL just like you are. So when you play us, you better make sure you play the Eagles right. Come on, man. Give us props when the props do. Stop with this hate. We that team. Like, I'm not saying we the best team in the NFL, but don't act like the Eagles ain't one of those teams. Like, don't act like it. Don't act like it. Don't act like the Philadelphia Eagles ain't one of those teams. Like, we had it down year. We was trash after that first Super Bowl yeah. Like, because a lot of players we gave up. But don't act like we ain't that team now. Like, don't act like it. Don't contradict yourself saying that these players on a stacked team, but then you want to say we're not that team. Then what is we? Then what is we? You either a stacked team or we not. Which one is it? You choose. What is this contradiction coming from? Want to say these players is not elite players. It's not one of the best players on the Philadelphia Eagles. But then you want to say we ain't nothing. We're not a good team. We're not whatever. Like, I don't get it. That's how you know the hate is real. That's how you know the hate is real. When it comes to the whole team and when it comes individually with these players on the Philadelphia Eagles. They want to give AJ Brown his props. Wow. Oh, he on the stacked team. All right. They don't want to give Devontae Smith his props because he on the stacked team. They don't want to give Jalen Hurts his props because he on a stacked team. He's not elite. He's not one of the best. He ain't this and that. Then, if they on a stacked team, then somebody got to be one of the best. Who is it then? You can't have a stacked team if you don't got some players being one of the best players in the league. How? If you on a stacked team, who is it then? Let me know. What is the contradiction? I don't get it. Which one is it? You on a stacked team or not? Like, these players elite or not? I don't understand. That's how you know the hate is real, and I'll leave it at that. Man, give the Eagles their props. Give these players their props. Give the coaches their props. They are doing their thing, and you're going to have to deal with it for a long time. So that's for me. I'm a timeout. Coming close to an hour. But man, that's how I feel. You could agree or disagree. It is what it is. Put it in the comments. Let me know how you feel. It's all talk. Regardless of anything, it's NFL. It's the heart. It's the passion of the sport. So even if you agree or disagree, just let me know. Get to talk. Like, man, stay tuned in. Got more talk going on because there's been a lot of things that have been going around. With the off season and everything. Talk more about the schedules and everything that's coming that had been dropped. But I want to dive in more details with that. And man, get prepared for the preseason that's gonna be here very soon. And I already can't wait, man. I already can't wait to let these people see what to bite their tongue, man. I can't wait for a lot of these analysts to be biting their tongue. It is what it is. We don't. You got them, and you got Jalen Hurts at 9. It is what it is. It don't read nothing unless we continue to make these rings. Unless we continue to get the rings, it don't matter. Like, put them at 9. He'd be the best number 9 quarterback you'll ever see. Like, that's why I'm gonna be the best number 9 quarterback you'll ever see. That's just wild though. But I'm gonna have more talk. Just please stay tuned. Like, follow, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and please follow the other channel we got. The link is in the bio, so definitely follow all the time when we just talking about life. We just bugging out at our studio and just life in general. Like, we just talking about sports, but everything. Just come and bug out, please don't hesitate. And follow, subscribe, like to the channel. Like, have more talking to me and my bro. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. You already know this your boy Hyphen Jersey. Thanks for tuning in to Hyphen Eagles Bird Game. Yeah. Just give me a